Hello. Once again, I'm back on my old trustworthy Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition. And here is my surprise, not just to you, but me as well. Before I will continue talking about ranting, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, let's see if the stream is alive and kicking. Here we are. Oh no, not again. Oh yes, it works. Nice, finally. Okay. Houston, we have liftoff. Nice. So yeah, apparently I must be living under some rock or something, because I almost had no idea about this Commodore OS Vision, the latest release that happened late April, but and latest inside quotation marks, because not just because it was like few months ago, about not 2 months, 1 month ago or something, but because it doesn't use cutting edge stuff. But more on this soon. Before I will continue, let me show you the system information using, as always, fastfetch. Oh boy, here we are. As you can see, it is based on Debian GNU Linux version 12.14 bookworm. The kernel is 6.12 yada yada. The cell is for now bash. I don't know if I will switch this one or not. Anyway, the display resolution, of course, as always, it's 4K, 3840 by 2160, using scale 2. 120 Hz. However, I'm streaming and recording at the downscale in Full HD and 30 FPS. Anyway, the desktop environment is Mate, however it's pronounced, and the Windows Manager is Compis X11. It has its own customizations, as you can see. More on this very soon, and the system, as always, it's the same old Dell Alienware M17 R5 AMD edition, with the CPU being a Ryzen 9 6900 HX, and the GPU also an AMD Ryzen. No, not Ryzen, sorry, Radeon RX 6800M. And the rest is like 32 gigabytes of RAM and 2 terabytes of SD storage space. Anyway, what is the thing with this Commodore OS Vision? Let's go to the website. This is the official website. I tried to download it first with a direct file download, but that was very slow, so I used the torrent and went super fast. So yeah, Commodore OS 3.1, released on April 28th, 2026. Greetings Commodore fans, I'm pleased to announce the official release of Commodore OS 3.1 today, which is available as an installable ISO, now reduced to a much more manageable size of approximately 9.2 gigabytes. This is a significant reduction from the 37 gigabytes Commodore OS 3 ISO. So to achieve this, some content had to be removed, but we believe we have retained the essential Commodore flavored experience with adding new features that make this distribution even more distinctive. Anyway, plenty of information about this. Let's go now to the Wikipedia page. Commodore OS, let me zoom in a bit. Commodore OS, full name Commodore OS Vision, is the community-driven free-to-download Linux distribution for Commodore enthusiasts purchasing Commodore licensed computer equipment. I think this is not true any longer, and I want to move into the version 3, which is this one, and we have now even a newer one, 3.1. So let's read a bit here. In version 3 of Commodore OS, a modern basic implementation is included as Commodore OS Basic V1 with modern 3D graphics, built-in sprites, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And where was it? Yeah, maybe I skipped it. Maybe it was okay. Sorry for this slowdown, but yeah, I think I must misremembering this. Where did I find it? Okay, I think it was this website, but nope. Nope. We will return to this. As I said, this is using Mate or Mate, however it's pronounced, desktop environment. I will call it Mate. The Mate desktop environment is the continuation of GNOME 2. It provides an intuitive and attractive desktop environment using traditional metaphors for Linux and other Unix-like operating systems. Mate is under active development to add support for new technologies while preserving a traditional desktop experience. And they have their own roadmap, but calling it new, etc., it's maybe a bit hyperbole nowadays. Anyway, this is the Wikipedia page of Mate. Mate is a desktop environment composed of free and open source software that runs on Linux and other Unix-like operating systems such as BSD and Illumos, or however you pronounce this. So yeah, I think I'm going crazy, literally. Maybe it was here that I read it. Let me go on a bit. Anyway, I try to read about it as much as possible, but yeah. Anyway, I think it was before based on Linux Mint, and now they changed it. Okay, here it is. It was based on Linux Mint and used the GNOME 2 desktop environment. Okay, here it was. Okay. So right now, as you saw, it's based on Debian, as I showed you using the fastfetch on my terminal. So yeah, let's open up the terminal again. Here we are. Oops. Yeah, Debian GNU Linux 12.14, and the current version I think it's 13 something, called Trixie, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think this is true. Okay, maybe I misremember. Anyway, here is the deal. This is to me, this looks so much fun. And one more thing. You can download it from the official Commodore page. Commodore 64 Ultimate and 64, these types anyway, they are back. Retro computing is back, if you will. So you can get the operating system from here as well. They have links here, Commodore OS Vision. And this is what they say themselves here. Commodore OS Vision, the free Linux-based operating system for PCs developed and maintained by Commodore. It's your escape from big tech, digital noise, and constant surveillance. No tracking, no ads, no toxic social media, and if you choose, no web browser at all, for a truly distraction-free, child-safe experience. The previous version, Commodore OS Vision 3, can be downloaded here. Anyway, as I wanted to say regarding all these things, for me at least, this is so much fun. Even though I'm not into heavy animation stuff, I don't know, man. This brings a smile into my inner child that still somewhere buried inside me. Like the whole thing, it's like a cross between stuff that I like to use in modern Linux distributions myself, and other that remind me of the old Commodore, Amiga, etc. computers, and their operating systems, of course, and the sounds and everything. So much fun, but it's like, as I said, not cutting edge. I don't know if I can customize it further without ruining this experience. I'll try to do some stuff with it. Sorry. When I tried to install it, first of all, when I tried to download it, I had trouble download it through the direct link. I had to use the torrent, which I know some people they simply are no go, but still you have the slow download if you prefer. Anyway, after that was done, I tried to install it using my vent or USB stick. It's a biggie, it's almost 10 gigabytes file, the ISO I mean. Anyway, while I was trying to install it through its live CD, live media if you prefer, I had this issue of, oh, they had a great animation, background animation, so much fun, retro all the way. Music playing back and synthesized voice talking back to me, etc. So much fun. I became like a young boy. Anyway, while I was trying to configure my Swedish keyboard, the Windows weren't letting me do that. I had some trouble doing that. So if you are using something not related to United States keyboard, maybe you will have the same issue. Also, I think I had the crash and then I had to restart this. Anyway, after the installation was done, I had a few questions with the system. It asked me a few things. One of those was if I wanted to install any web browsers, which I selected yes. And it installed for me Chromium web browser and Firefox ESR. Of course, me being a fan of Vivaldi, I enabled the Flatpak, the FlatHub repo, and I grabbed the Vivaldi Flatpak for me. And then I was looking around for Kdenlive. This wasn't installed with the system, so I installed it using the Flatpak. And of course, the rest of the stuff, the system has plenty of applications, a lot of stuff pre-installed. It's kind of heavy, I think, not just with animations and sounds, etc. But yeah, and I don't know if there are up-to-date versions or whatever, but still I have so much work to do with this system, even to use my favorite apps if it's possible, of course, and all that. And what's been bothering me a lot is this menu up here, this panel up here. It crashes quite a lot. When I click, some weird things are happening. And also this dock, it should not be up here like this. I'm pretty sure about it. This should be down here in the bottom. But why it's up there and I cannot do anything with it, it's beyond me. Anyway, much work to be done, I'm pretty sure about it. I'm going to have some fun. Maybe it will be boring for you. Maybe the few dozens of views that I get on my videos, maybe they will become even less. I don't care at this point in time. I just want to experience this one. I truly felt like I was living under some rock because I didn't notice a new version coming out, even though I have been watching the videos regarding the Commodore C64 stuff. But yeah, I like, for some reason I like this, and also it pokes my interest because I will have to tweak it, or at least try to. We will see, we'll see. Even FastFetch wasn't easy to install, at least for me. Not that easy to install. Yeah, we will see, we'll see. At least I managed to install my fonts. They had the font manager installed. Good stuff. Here it is. So fonts were easy. I managed to use my Kdenlive after a couple crashes or so. I did a couple restarts of the system. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be that stable, but hey, at least I'm doing... Oops. Sorry for this. At least I'm doing my work without... not without, with some added fun with sound effects and such things. We'll see, we'll see. I may sound like negative, but I'm not. Trust me. I'm this is not fake. I really had fun, crashes and all. Really, it's like maybe because I'm biased for Commodore stuff, but yeah, surely not for the people that are, I don't know, enjoying Windows 10, 11, Mac OS stuff, and other modern Linux distributions, like press the button here, boom, press the button there, boom. No, this reminds me, but in a better way, the experience that I had with Pop OS and Cosmic, but as I said, in a better way, in a good way. We'll see, we'll see. Maybe I will eat crow in the next few days. No need to drag this any longer. I'm done. We are done for now. And as always, thank you for everything and see you on the next one. Bye. What the heck? I didn't change the file. I'm lame. I'm lame. Oh my Gandalf. Yeah, this video is I love it. I swear I have the file ready. I just didn't do it. Yeah, sorry for this. But did I use even the correct intro? Oh my Gandalf, what is this? Not even the correct intro. Okay, this is so fun. This is so fun. I will change this one as well. I was so anxious to come online because I was so late that I messed everything up. So yeah, May, kick, Commodore. Here we are. Enjoy the intro and the outro. Sorry for this, but I'm having so much fun. Anyway, thank you. Bye.